Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even smarter drawings.
Ooh, I'm Nathan.
I'm Willie.
I'm Julia.
I'm Jacob.
I said smarter because we're doing smart things today.
Yeah, we're learning about the English language. This suggestion is inspired by the suggestion that we've been getting a lot from Shan Baek, who has been suggesting that we play the language challenge, where Willie gives us words in other languages that we don't know that we have to try and draw. And it turns out we don't know English that well.
We don't.
Let's get this one down first.
Yeah, I feel like before we start delving into other languages, we could probably do some damage to just some regular old English words. So that's what we're gonna do. Willie, you're gonna give us some obscure or
I'll explain it.
You explain it. Why don't
I'm gonna give us some obscure words. Did I even say obscure right?
No.
Perfect.
I'm gonna give you guys. Let's call this the Drawfee version of Balderdash.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna give you some words. You guys are gonna guess.
Balderdash.
Balderdash.
Let's call this the Drawfee version of Balderdash. So I'm going to give you guys a word, and then you guys are going to draw what you think it means, and then I'll tell you, and Jacob's going to stop cheating by looking at my paper.
Wow.
I just keep looking. It's right there.
Wow,
I can't not look
cheater.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Cheater Jacob.
I know all the words.
Okay,
All right,
so
Willie, hit me with
your
a word.
Julia, ensorcel.
Ensorcel?
It had like a little speakerphone next to it, and then like a guy said ensorcel. So I said ensorcel.
Fun
Cool.
fact,
Wow.
that voice is actually me.
It was Jacob.
Is it?
I recorded all of those. I had to go to a room, and they kept me there for a full year.
Uh-huh.
And I had to say every word.
I'm actually Alexa, so...
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm doing great. For some reason, instead of just copying and pasting it, I screenshotted the definitions. So it's written like a dictionary, and ensorcel, the little dots, it's broken up ENSOR and then CELL. So there are three parts.
ENSOR.
CELL.
Ensorcel.
Ensorcel.
Okay, great.
I like the call and response we've got going where Nathan says it, and then me and Willie say it simultaneously.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're starting the first national church of ensorcel.
Of ensorcel.
Of ensorcel.
Ensorcel.
It is fun to say.
Yeah, this is a good
is.
one to say.
It really rolls off the tongue.
A lot of these are very nice words.
Can we get like the part of speech?
The part of speech is a verb.
It's a verb. To ensorcel.
It also says literary next to it. I don't know why.
Cool.
It's just denoting that it's a fancy word.
It's a fancy verb.
It's a fancy boy.
It's actually the opposite of outsourcel, which is when you send work out of the country. If you ensorcel, you bring it back.
You ensorcel.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to talk about politics right now. Well, Julia does that. What's your guys' favorite word?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. I didn't come prepared with favorite word.
That's because I'm a gotcha journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
You
got me, journalist.
I'm gonna go with scrumptious.
Ooh.
Scrumptious.
I feel like
Julia did not like that one.
I don't like food words.
I feel like I could see little Nathan like eating like fairy tale cakes and calling them scrumptious.
Yeah.
Fairy tale
I don't like. I was gonna say cakes, but that doesn't denote the proper
No.
thing that I want.
He's
like,
having a magical tea party.
Yeah.
Like a Ghibli cake.
like he's like, yeah, it's like got like a cherry on top of it, but there's no reason why it should be being held up, and
Right.
then you bite it and it looks real good.
Yeah, I guess that's my favorite word in theory. I don't think I use the word scrumptious a lot
I feel
in
like
real life.
I've eaten with you multiple times, and you're not much of a talker.
When I'm eating, I'm eating.
It's kind of like if you've ever seen a dog eat.
Okay.
Like when I was a kid, I used to try and pet my dog while she ate,
Yeah.
and my mom would be like, "Don't do that, she's eating." And that's kind of Nathan's
you
general
should-
vibe. Don't
you
pet
sh- you
Nathan
should
when
not
he's eating.
Pet me while I'm eating. Yeah,
He'll get very
I'll
grumpy.
I'll be the second to admit that after Willie.
Well, he
admits
wouldn't.
it for me.
He wouldn't be grumpy though. I feel like he'd just keep eating, but like go.
You're just gonna get. You're just gonna get whatever I'm eating on you. And this is the thing. Dogs can sense this. Anytime I'm over at a place eating a meal and there are dogs there, they know that I'm the one who's most likely to drop some food by accident. They just come and just wait by where I am.
They can sense your sloppiness.
They can sense I'm just a sloppy eat boy.
Yeah.
My dog Lily, at this point, she knows that I'm like I want her to like me, So whenever I'm eating, I'll eventually give her food because I'm just like, oh, she's so cute. And that's not what you're supposed to do when you have a dog. But she doesn't do it to anyone else. But to me, if I'm eating now, she'll just come up to me and just start screaming at the top of her lungs because she's like, that's my food, motherfucker. And I'm like,
I know how
no.
this goes.
And then like I've started to have to like scream back at her like, nope. This is my food. And then she goes, I've never seen a dog scream back at someone screaming because she'll interrupt me and go like, argh! She's perfect.
So like every time you eat,
it's
just you and Lily screaming at each other over and over again.
Well, my platonic friend Matt is there too, and he is telling me to stop screaming because he's trying to watch television.
He doesn't join in the screams?
No, he's more just like, why is your dog so poorly trained?
I will say that a couple of the times that I've been over to play role-playing tabletop games at your apartment, Lily has screamed at me. But I don't know if you just trained her to scream at me specifically.
Oh, that's good. Well, she can sense weakness, so.
Lily only ever sneezes on me.
That's a fun thing that happens now is that Nathan and Jacob are just at my house every week.
Yeah,
and it's not related to me in any way. I often ignore them.
That's true.
You usually say "get out of my house" at some point.
That's because it's a fun thing I do.
Yeah, it's a fun bit, and we're kind of like, we act offended, but really we know that you want us there.
Well, I like it because it's like a party that I'm not invited to because my roommate doesn't like when I play Dungeons and Dragons because I try to have sex with everyone. But he gets pizza, and I like pizza, so I have like a Thursday ritual of tuning you guys out and eating pizza
and eating
in my
the
room.
pizza, yeah.
And I always say I'm going to have 2 slices, but I always have 3.
It really is a ritual at this point.
I have 3, and then I also... Nathan gets his own personal white pizza. And I usually steal one of those slices.
So it's not my personal one.
It is your
personal. You have some, Brian has some.
Let's not mince
we all
words.
know it's for you.
No one's putting ricotta on pizza except for you, my friend.
Okay.
Although ricotta's really good.
It is. More people should do it.
See, my move is I eat 2 slices.
Just let me go, guys. It's fine.
Well, what do you...
Just keep talking about pizza.
Pizza.
Julie's just shaking her head. You've drawn a very stylish guy. I don't know what... do you want to tell us a little bit your thought process
No,
here?
I want to hear about pizza. Keep going about your pizzas.
Ensorcell.
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 We ensorcell the pizza.
I ensorcell 2 slices usually, and then our good friend Jenna from Polygon is there too, and she always brings a pie.
Yeah.
Like an actual pie every time.
We only eat wedge-based.
Yeah, wedge-based foods. And so I'll usually ensorcell a slice of that as well.
Yeah.
Who's this little friend?
He's ensorcelled.
Has he been ensorcelled?
He's been ensorcelled. He's in a little sore cell, or he's a sore loser.
So it's where you put sore losers?
I love this drawing because I love this like ominous, I would say Slender Man-esque like mythical figure whose job is just to like punish people who are bad at losing at games.
He just punishes grumpy little assholes. He puts them in a sore cell.
So is the man ensorcell or he's ensorcelling?
He's ensorcelling.
He's an ensorcerer.
He's an ensorcerer, and the little angry boy has been ensorcelled.
The ensorcerer.
Rightfully so, clearly, because he's still using foul language.
Well, it doesn't cure you of your soreness, really. Yeah. I mean, you get tired of it over time, but you are in there being sore.
Right. It's not really it's more of a punishment than a rehabilitation.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it gives you some time to think about what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think this is it.
I love this fancy man that you've drawn.
Is this like the one guy who does this, like this type of magic? Like he comes to you if you've been sore?
Yeah.
Because he looks like tired a bit too. Like this is his purpose.
He's really had to step it up in recent years, I feel like. With
board games are on the rise too.
Yeah.
I personally would love some like ensorcerer creepypasta. Because I feel like we just created a beautiful figure here, and I feel like you guys aren't as excited as I am.
Yeah, I'm not as excited as you. I am excited, but I'm not gonna...
I'll be honest, my mood's weird because I'm not taking my pills anymore.
Cool.
But doctor recommended.
Great.
Thank you.
You got one of those rare doctors that's like, hey, quit taking medicine.
Well, he wasn't...
I got no medicine for you, bud.
He wasn't like... He said stay on them, but I was like, no, and he said, I can't make you take them.
So that doesn't sound recommended.
But like,
as much as not recommended.
It was safely done through a doctor.
I have a question.
And now I'm giggly. What?
Yes.
I have a question. It's
It's about pizza.
Is part of being ensorcelled shrinking, or is the ensorcerer huge?
It's shrinking.
Okay.
He puts you into a manageable little cube where you're just like an angry little dude.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay, good.
He's not gigantic.
He's not a gigantic man who shows up when you lose and just rips the roof off of your home.
Is someone being a grumpy Gus in here?
All right, Willie.
No, shut up.
What is the?
Let's get the definition.
Yeah, what's the definition?
The
of this
definition of ensorcel is you actually got it kind of right. It's to enchant or fascinate. So it's kind of like saying enchant, but I think it's kind of more towards like you enchant me as opposed to I put magic on you. But it's like sorcery. It is to enchant, but with sorcery instead of. So that's your first word for the day.
Cool. Who's up next?
Me.
Jacob's up next.
All right, Willie, hit me. And bear in mind, I know a lot of words.
You actually, okay, so I'll explain why I'm not 100% on this word after, but you might know this word.
Okay.
So the word is pleonasm.
Pleonasm? Mm-hmm. Oh, I certainly don't know that word.
Okay. It's a very useful word, but the reason I picked it is because, so this is kind of my origin story. When I was in 6th grade, I went to a Christian school, and every Christmas we had a thing called Lessons and Carols, which is where they'd read a Bible verse and then sing a carol, and we had to sit through it. And I was sitting through it, and one of the Bible verses had the word bosom in it. And I started laughing uncontrollably because I thought, and I still think, that the word bosom is the funniest word in the world.
Is it your favorite word, or is it just the funniest word?
It's both.
Okay, great.
So, bosom. And I was so enchanted, I was so ensorcelled by the word bosom that the next day I started a new weekly thing where every day I would come up, I called it Willie's Word of the Week Countdown. And I would just come up with, just write funny words on a paper and then post them on the front board of my classroom.
Oh.
And bosom was the first one. But then when I kind of hit a rut, I had to look up just words that sounded funny to me. And pleonasm was the only one that I remembered of those.
This would be your origin story.
I know.
Willie's Word of the Week Countdown.
Actually, extra fun fact, I thought my name was Will back then, so I called it Will's Word of the Week Countdown.
Oh.
Turns out my name wasn't Will.
Turns out it was Willie.
Yeah.
Everyone called me Willie except for my family, so I only talk to my family.
Jacob, do you require more information?
I'm just stalling for time right now while I try to think what I possibly want to do for this word.
Pleonasm.
Are you drawing a Willie?
I'm just drawing a little Willie because I was thinking about Willie's, word of the day.
Week.
So what?
It was a
word of the week.
I was
Sorry,
not
I thought you were
that
more ambitious
together.
than that.
No.
I will say, as a clue, that it is a noun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
Pleonasm.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it would have to be, huh?
Ensorcel.
You ensorcelled the pleonasm.
Do you want the breakdown like I gave to Julia?
Yeah.
PLE.O.NASM.
Nasm.
Nasm.
Pleonasm.
So I have to change this face a little bit.
No! You just erased my face.
Because it has to be more. I don't want to give away the game just yet, so we're gonna have to talk about some other stuff while I'm working here.
Let's discuss how funny the word bosom is.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It's really funny.
It's a good word.
It's silly, and it also means boob.
It does mean boob.
And
do you remember any of the other words that were on that list?
No. So they were really it was like there was one that was just like toy because I thought toy sounded funny. If you said toy.
Toy. You ever do the toy boat?
Toy boat. Pleonasm and sorcel.
Toy boy.
That sounds like you're trying to screw it up.
Yeah, I was trying to screw it up. You caught me, dude.
Wait, Julia, you didn't get a chance to talk about pizza.
It's true.
Do you have any thoughts on pizza you wanna?
No.
Okay.
I don't get to crash anyone's house either. So you just had a fun conversation about hanging out with each other without me while I did work.
To be fair, I'm like active.
That's exactly what happened.
I just talked about how nice it was to hang out with each other and eat pizza while I did work.
If it makes you feel better, I am actively not invited to this hangout. So I just live there. So it's kind of dangled in front of me. # invite Willie. @Brian is a goblin.
Oh no.
Yeah. Such a sweet person.
Sorry, Brian.
It's okay.
You just wanted to have a good, serious role-playing game.
And I just want to know if I can have sex with the local townspeople. And then I guess I often kill them and eat them.
Right.
I get why I'm not invited.
You had a whole role-playing series.
Willie Quest.
Willie Quest.
And he said,
Didn't that just end because he couldn't handle it?
He couldn't handle it. It was breaking his soul. And he was like, I'll do it again if we reach, I forget. There's, some milestone of, charitable donations. We have to, I think it's, $1,500, and then he'll do it again. So if you guys want to ruin my roommate's life, donate $1,500 to charity.
There you go.
I never get invited to D&D.
You live in Long Island.
I do.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to come.
If you just showed up one time, we would play with you. But I don't think you want to do that.
You can come watch, murder investigation shows in my room if you want.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Hang out with Screaming Lily.
Well, it's only when I'm eating. And it's really only when I'm not eating, but I have food. Because I think she's like, okay, you're done with it. Give it to me, bitch.
You really are bossed around by your dog.
She knows she owns me, and I'm okay with it because she's great.
She's pretty great.
She, makes beds out of clothing. So, my room is really messy, and I feel bad cleaning it up because, that's her bed now.
That's fair.
So we've got sort of a praying figure, and Willie is just looking so coy.
Yeah,
Is this guy giving a plea?
Am I God in this scenario?
That a pleonasm is the special orgasm you have when someone has to beg you for something.
Oh, I know that one. Real good.
So this guy's like, please, I need the money for my, dying children. And Willie's just like, ooh.
So am I...
Yes, more begs.
Am I just, coming in my pants in this picture?
More,
because I
please.
don't know that you should... HR will be on the...
That's why it's different from an orgasm. It's not a physical...
It's a dry friend.
It's a dry friend.
That's the grossest thing I've ever said.
It's a dry friend.
It's a dry friend.
But yeah, in this case, this guy's just he needs something from you.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he's like, please
stop.
Maybe it's like
please,
Brian.
Yeah, please stop
Please
trying
leave
to
me
have
alone.
sex with every character in this carefully crafted adventure that I made for you and my friends.
In my defense,
it
was really fun for me.
Brian's got the undercut.
Yeah, he's got a good head of hair.
Brian's
he knows how
a stylish fellow.
He is very stylish.
Yeah, so this is Brian. He's just like, Willie, please, I've been planning this for weeks. And I'm really excited about it. Could you please just not try to have sex with all the townspeople this once?
No, in to be fair, I've never seen a person happier than Brian DMing, and the fact that I've robbed him of that joy many times is...
It really is impressive that you were able to make him dislike doing a thing that he loves so much.
More than anything in the world. Yeah, no, I'm a toxic force in a lot of people's lives.
But you are having a mighty pleonasm right now.
But you're having a good time right here.
Yeah.
If you guys ask me for a definition, I'll have a pleonasm.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, even though that's not what it means at all. Do you guys want to know what it means?
Hit me with the definition.
A pleonasm is the use of more words than are necessary to convey meaning. So it's kind of like a grammar term.
Gotcha.
So the example they use is see with one's eyes. So that's a pleonasm because you can just say see because what
else
one's
you
eye
gotta
is
be
adding.
looking at?
Tuna fish is a pleonasm.
So if I'm stop talking with your mouth, Willie.
Yeah,
I'm using
that's
a
a
pleonasm.
pleonasm. But it's also it's like tuna fish because you can just say tuna.
But if I'm like, Willie, please stop talking with your mouth, then we have both
Then you
definitions.
get both.
Yeah. It's a useful word. I tried to find useful words, but I couldn't.
No, that's good. That's a fun word.
I like it.
All right, Nathan, you ready?
I'm going to ruin it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Final word is a word that your final word is
Yeah.
CATOPTROMANCY.
Say it again.
CATOPTROMANCY.
You tackled that very well.
CATOPTROMANCY?
Well, here's the thing, is I actually was having trouble finding words, and so this is a word I learned when doing research for my show. So if that's a hint.
We got to get a spelling on this one.
CATOPTROMANCY.
CATOPTROMANCY.
I didn't write it down. But
Yeah.
You should have done that.
No.
ENSORCELL.
You guys both wrote it down. I'm not going to write it down.
Okay.
When did you become so rude, Nathan?
When I went last.
Uh-huh.
I'm going
last
last.
Nathan a rude Nathan?
He's being maybe just last position is just there's a darkness that
That haunts it?
Yeah.
snarls you.
Ensorcels.
ENSORCELL.
Yeah, I think it's going to be similar to ENSORCELL. I mean, Mancy makes me think of magic.
Yeah, that's a magic word for sure.
That's a magic word.
I would say this. I can't tell you what episode of my show it was from, but it was from, I learned it researching for the spooky show on YouTube. So
it must be related to something spooky.
It's spooky.
It's spooky in nature.
And Mancy, so it's romantic. Maybe. I don't know.
It's when you romance a helicopter.
Oh, okay. I know what it is. I remember this. I saw the video.
Did you?
I saw the video of this happening.
Aww.
Oh, you saw a video of this happening?
Yeah, of the CATOPTROMANCY happening.
Aww.
I think I know what this is.
Okay.
You've got a real mad wizard face going on here.
Yeah, I think definitely this is like a crazy magician.
A crazy catoptromancer.
Can I give you another clue?
Yeah, give me a clue.
I don't think I'm pronouncing it right.
That's a great clue.
Click on the little.
It's I guess a more obscure word because it was only in a different dictionary.com and that didn't have
a different dictionary.com.
Yeah, the dark web dictionary.com.
Oh my god. Dude,
it's only for
there?
dirty words.
There's like forbidden words there.
Like bosom.
No, dude, you can't say that on the air.
Bosom's so good.
We're live on the air right now.
Oh, no. Well, in that case, I might as well tell you all of my political opinions.
Okay.
Google Translate has a pronunciation of it.
Okay. Well, that's what I felt, and it just sounds weird.
Let's see.
CATOPTROMANCY.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
CATOPTROMANCY.
CATOPTROMANCY. And I should know because I'm Alexa, so I know Google Translate, and I know she does good work.
You guys are friends.
And I've said this word because I had to say all of them when I was imprisoned for a year for dictionary.com.
By the incel sorcerer.
The incel sorcerer?
No!
That's the worst one.
ENSORCELL. I don't even remember my own words, guys.
The ensorcerer.
ENSORCELL.
Nope.
What? No?
ENSORCELL.
Read it again.
ENSORCELL.
Willie! You're literally holding it in your hand.
ENSORCELL.
Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God.
I did it, guys.
Man, what a ride.
Yeah, we did it.
It is very reassuring for me though. I'm very bad at the English language or language in general. So, oh no.
I see where this is going.
I see where this is going. Nathan.
It's that video of the person that made their cat into a drone, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nathan, this
It's
is
a
a crime.
cat-copter.
It's a catcopter.
Oh.
It's the magic that is used to make a cat into a helicopter.
Okay.
Is catoptromancy. What did you say?
It was catoptromancy, right?
Catoptromancy. That's what you said. That's
Well, now I feel both hurt, betrayed, and embarrassed because when you said I saw the video, I thought you were like, oh, he memorized it from the video I made about it.
Oh no.
And now I feel really sad because you were watching some dead guy defile his cat's corpse.
The guy wasn't dead, was he?
The cat was dead.
I'm going off my pills, guys.
Catoptromancy.
Cat.
Catoptromancy.
Willie, you should start a new show. It's like a radio talk show. And it's called Willie Muse Off the Pills.
Oh boy, that's basically just the show I do now, but with more editing.
Catoptromancy.
Catoptromancy. ENSORCELL.
And I was about to say ENSORCELL again. God damn it.
Excelsior.
So is this cat alive?
It is now. It's
Turned into a helicopter.
It's been catoptromancy.
So this is also necromancy.
Yeah.
What a hellish existence. So it died, and then it was turned into a helicopter, and now it's sentient for its limbs being pulled apart by propellers?
Yeah. Listen, I had to go last, and so I needed to make it something terrible.
I mean, honestly, new addition to the Drawfee lore, but I do think that the last spot is haunted.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be reprieved.
Yeah,
Oh,
haunted
boy.
placement. We didn't realize the grave burden we were placing on Julia's shoulders each and every day.
But
Do you want to give this guy more of a Julia nose?
Yeah.
you're
Square
just
up that
being
nose.
slowly taken over by Julia?
Yeah, I am the thing that haunts the
you
last
are the
spot.
thing. Well, what we've known you as.
Yeah.
You're free from it. It was
I don't think I'm ever free, truly, from it.
Are any of us really ever free?
No.
We all wear masks.
We all wear masks.
I didn't like the speed at which Julia said no to answer that question.
I mean, I think we can all agree that we're dead inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I feel so alive for the very first time.
Well, that's because I CATOPTROMANCY'd you. Look down.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nathan, how could you have done this?
You were a cat, and now you're a catcopter.
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah.
We are the youth of the nation.
You know what, Willie? We are.
I
agree with you.
That was a good time in American music. I thought.
Should we get the definition for this word?
Hold on.
Oh.
I need to give him a demonic talisman. Hold on.
All right, never mind. Continue your thought about we are.
POD. I thought POD was the coolest. I thought I was like a bad boy for listening to it because they were rapping.
Do you know what I think POD stands for?
Puddle of mud.
Piece of dookie.
Oh.
If you ask me,
Wow.
'cause that's what I think of their music.
Oh. I stole their songs.
All right.
Because it was the 2000s. Kazaa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, man. Took me 3 days to download Youth of the Nation, and I don't regret a single second of it.
I didn't have Kazaa. I had LimeWire.
Oh, I had LimeWire too.
I had LimeWire also, but I don't think I used it right.
I had like 12 of them. That was like, I would just go home and just like wait for songs to download.
Hey, listen, you wouldn't steal a car, so why would you steal the music on the internet?
Nathan, I would steal a car, and I have stolen a car.
Well, there you go.
But that's a topic for another episode.
All right. What is CATOPTROMANCY?
Okay, so
I drew CATOPTROMANCY.
CATOPTROMANCY. So
Yeah.
you drew a different word, but
Yeah.
here, CATOPTROMANCY is divination by a mirror or by crystal ball gazing. So I did an episode where I did the history of Bloody Mary, and like if you do Bloody Mary, that's CATOPTROMANCY.
in the mirror.
Because you're defining you're summoning something into a mirror or I guess a crystal ball. So that's CATOPTROMANCY.
Is that why in Ghost Adventures they always have that room with the mirror in it? People
yeah.
put that up in a room and are like, this will summon the ghost for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's CATOPTROMANCY.
It's CATOPTROMANCY. So we learned 2 magic ones and 1 just like useful grammar.
I think we made magic today.
We did some learns.
We made internet magic.
This has been Drawfee.
Drawlderdash.
This has been
come around to it.
Thank you. This has been Drawlderdash.
Watch this with your eyes and listen to it with your ears.
Listen to it with your ears and leave a comment with your typing.
And let it ensorcel you.
And click the subscribe button with your mouse.
And watch my show.
Watch Willie's show, The Spooky Show. There's going to be a link in the description. It's good.
Eh. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
ENSORCELL.
Ensorcel.
Insarcer.